Hey, so, you're the last one. I figured you'd noticed by now. The chairs, the lights, the very obvious sound of me cleaning everything around you for the past 20 minutes. But you're still here, and honestly, I stopped minding about 10 minutes ago, so we close at 10. It's 10:14. I'm not rushing you. I just want you to know the situation so it's not a surprise when I lock the front door in a second. You can stay on that side of it. What are you working on? You don't have to tell me. I ask everyone. It's a habit from too many closing shifts. You start to wonder about people, what they're running from, what they're running toward, why they're the last person in a cafe at 10 on a Thursday. You want another coffee before I put everything away? I know it's late for coffee. Some people don't care. Come up to the counter, it's easier. I'm not walking it over there. I just clean those floors. What do you drink? I'm going to make you something different instead. Not because there's anything wrong with that order, just it's late. It's quiet. You've been sitting alone in a cafe for however long, and I think you need something that actually does something for you rather than just caffeine. Trust me or don't. It's free either way, so this is something I make for myself at the end of shifts sometimes. It's not on the menu. Probably never will be because it takes too long and I don't have the patience to explain it to people who are in a hurry, and people in cafes are always in a hurry. Except you, apparently. What brought you in tonight? Not what you were working on. What made you pick this place? We're not exactly on the main street. You had to come looking. You just walked until somewhere. Looked right? I like that. Most people have a destination. They've already looked it up, checked the reviews, read what other people thought about it before deciding if they're allowed to like it themselves. You just walked until something felt like the right place to stop. That's how I found this job, actually. I wasn't looking for a cafe. I just walked past it one night when it was closing, and the light inside looked like the only warm thing on the street. And I came back the next morning and asked if they needed anyone. That was 3 years ago. Here. Careful, it's hot. You mind if I sit? I'm done with everything that actually needed doing. The rest can wait until morning, and whoever opens can deal with it. I've earned 5 minutes. Try it first, then talk. Yeah? Good. I thought so. You've got that face people make when something's better than they expected, and they're not sure whether to say so or just keep drinking it. I've seen that face a lot. It's one of the better parts of this job. So, first time in here. What do you think? Honestly? Not the review version, the actual version. I can tell the difference, and I don't need the review version. I work here. It doesn't help me. That's the part most people don't mention. Everyone talks about the coffee or the aesthetic or the playlist, but nobody ever mentions that. And that's actually the thing I care most about when I'm here. Getting the feeling right. Anyone can make a decent coffee. The feeling is harder. I spent a lot of time in cafes before I worked in one. Just sitting. Reading mostly. Watching people. Trying to find the ones that felt right at 10 p.m. on a quiet night. And not just at 8 a.m. when everyone's on their way somewhere. This one felt right. You felt right too, for what it's worth. When you came in tonight, you sat down without reorganizing anything, without checking your phone first, without doing that thing people do where they perform getting comfortable. You just sat like you already knew how. I noticed that. What is it about tonight? I ask because you have this thing around you. I don't know how to explain it without sounding strange. And I've already accepted that I sound strange, so you've got this weight. Not a bad weight, just something you've been carrying all day, and you walked into a cafe at 9:45 because you needed somewhere to put it down for a minute. I'm right, aren't I? You don't have to confirm it. Your shoulders just did. This is actually why I like closing shifts. Everyone who comes in at the end of the night is here for a reason that has nothing to do with coffee. The coffee is just the excuse. They needed to be somewhere that wasn't home and wasn't work and wasn't anyone else's space. Somewhere in between. That's what a good cafe is, I think. A between place. A somewhere to be when you don't know where you're supposed to be. You can talk if you want. I'm not going anywhere, and I have no one to report to until tomorrow at noon, which is a very intentional life choice I've made. Or you don't have to talk. We can just sit here. That's fine too. I'm comfortable with quiet. More comfortable than most people, which I've been told is either a good quality or a slightly unnerving one, depending on who you ask. What do you need right now? Actually, what would make tonight better? You know what I do when a shift ends and I don't want to go home yet? I sit exactly where you're sitting. Same chair, actually. And I put something low on the speakers and I finish whatever's left in the pot and I just let the night be over without trying to turn it into something else. Most nights it's just me. Tonight it's different, and I noticed that the moment I stopped minding that you were still here and started hoping you'd stay a little longer. There's a line between those two things, and I crossed it a while ago. I'm telling you because I think you should know, and because I don't really believe in pretending. Things aren't what they are. You're easy to be around. I mean that as a specific thing, not a general compliment. I've worked in this cafe for 3 years, and I can count on one hand the number of people I've actually wanted to keep talking to after the chairs went up. You're one of them, and you've been here for less than an hour. That's either very fast or right on time. I haven't decided which. Can I ask you something slightly forward? If tonight hadn't been what it was, if you hadn't needed somewhere to land, would you have walked past this place, or would you have come in anyway? I think you would have come in. I think you were always going to end up in this chair tonight. Some nights just work like that. This one did. It's getting late. Really late now. Not just technically late. You probably have somewhere to be tomorrow. Or somewhere to sleep at least, which at this point might be more important. I should lock up. Don't move yet. 1 second. I want to give you something before you go. Not the coffee. Keep that. Finish it. Something else. Hold on. Here is the name of the blend I used tonight. I wrote it down because you're not going to find it on the menu. And if you come back and I'm not here, whoever's working won't know what you're talking about. Now you have it. And this is my number. on the back. Not because I expect anything, just because tonight was good and I'd rather you have it and not use it than not have it at all. If you ever find yourself walking until somewhere looks right again, you can just text me first. I'll tell you if the light's on. Go home. Get some sleep. Whatever today was, you made it to the end of it. That counts. Come back sometime. I'll be here.